Hello everyone, I'm Stopan, and it's that time of the year where it's early in the morning but it looks like night. It's raining, it's cold outside, wind is blowing, but I'm here in my workshop and I hope you find this new thing interesting. So this year was Society of Bookbinders International Competition. It's organized once every 2 years, and it's something I've been wishing to participate in for some time, and this year I did it. This was my entry, but we'll take a closer look in a bit. It's a book that I made entirely by myself. It's with the help of my dad, but I said by myself because the paper is made by me. The calligraphy inside is made by me, but I'm not going to spoil it all at once. You'll see it closely in a while. But before that, just a quick thank you to Society of Bookbinders for organizing this event and opening it for everybody around the world. It's really a different feeling to create something, especially for a competition. It's something that you put a lot more effort into, and being judged and being placed beside works by other bookbinders is really thrilling. And thank you for sending me this catalog, which includes the winners, which I'm not a part of, and every entry in all of the categories. And there was a mention that this year, the first time that somebody from Bulgaria has entered the contest, which is something that more or less I'm proud of. And this letter, as you can see, is beautiful crimson red, and I've used it only for this book, but right now I'm working on 2 more books with this letter, and it's the first time that I'm going to be sewing them on tapes rather than cords. One is drying in the press right now, and the other is waiting its turn. As you can see, this is the first time in a while that I've made a flat back, smooth back rather, and with much thinner boards, cover boards. But yeah, I haven't filmed a video of making it, but I will film the decorative process. So you can expect that. You can expect some new pens from my dad. I'm not sure how I'm going to make that video, but just to keep it in mind. And again, for the competition, there's going to be another one in 2 years again. There's going to be a designer bookbinders competition in 2021. So if any of you are wondering if it's worth it, if you're feeling nervous about this, my take on this is that you should go for it, because even though that I didn't win anything this year, it's still a very proud feeling. Just there was an exhibition with every entry in the competition for 3 days, the weekend in the UK, and many people saw my binding and were kind enough to send me their regards and kind words. And it's a great experience, and I'm for sure going to be doing this a lot more. So without wasting any more time, let me show you this book up close. So here it is. I've named this book The Fall of Nazareth. and it's the title is based on a novel from a Bulgarian writer, Emilian Stanev, and it's a story about a Bogomilian monk who struggles with finding his fate and basically goes mad at one point. So before I get into the concept, just let me show you what's outside. As you can see, the front cover has minimal tooling, just a triple border and a few golden dots and key places. The book has 3 clasps on each side and a clasp base on the spine side, just to even things out. But this central piece, made by my dad, it's quite something. I'm still impressed, and when he saw it again, he was like, I can't believe I've managed to do this. But as you can see, it has these gates. It has 8 flowers with small 3mm rhodolite pink garnets inside, and the gates in the middle have 4mm pink garnets, but unfortunately I can't really make them shine from this angle. So the silver pieces right here are fixed on a square frame. The whole book is square. I mean, that's part of the theme, and it has this little like knob where you can flick it and the gates open, revealing another tooled design on the inside with 24 karat gold and a bit of blind tooling around it. And as you can see, on the bottom of the door we had to put on some kind of legs because to keep it leveled. So yeah, this is the most intricate thing the book has. The clasps follow this design, and just to say that you can see in the middle of these are the nails which go through the cover and keep everything together. So the headband is a braid with cotton thread, red and yellow, and glass beads woven in between, and a bit of gold tooling where the yellow thread is shown, some more gold dots on the side of the covers and the top clasp. And before I open the book, just let me show you the spine as well. It has a lot going on, and I'm not sure if everything is visible, but basically it's another kind of intertwined frame with a bit of gold and blind tooling mixed. A bit irregular, a bit chaotic, but that was the whole idea. And on the back side of the book, a rather simpler design, but one that emulates the one in the front. And this inner frame is the size of the silver frame. So let me just open everything up. And you can see how the edges have been sprinkled with ink this time. The end papers are from yellow hand paper. You can see they're stitched with a ledger style, and end paper with a leather joint. And this is the hand paper that I made myself. And we begin the whole manuscript, which is entirely written by me with the pen and red ink, again following the square theme. And basically I've written in a kind of riddle manner some thoughts of mine, some anxieties of mine, basically trying to reflect maybe what this hero from this novel was going through inside his mind when he was considering how to go about his fate and how this impacts his life. So it took some time. I think it took 2 weeks to write everything up and just to decorate it. As you can see, each letter has some kind of decoration on it, and it's in Bulgarian, so maybe you won't find any reference to grab onto. And I'm not sure how many are they, but they are a lot. And before I continue, I would like to show you some of my inspirations for this calligraphy. So I have this wonderful book that is like a list and a catalog of almost all of the manuscripts in this particular institute, but most of it is just information. But on the back we have a lot of beautifully digitized pictures of these manuscripts. So I'm not sure how exactly you would say in English, but in Bulgarian this is a stavka. It's basically the title. Actually, this is a stavka, and this is the title beneath it. And as you can see, it's again in this particular type of calligraphy with intertwined other letters inside the letters. So it's kind of decorative and hiding the meaning at the same time. And I really like this type of old Bulgarian calligraphy. It's awesome. So I wanted to somehow do something like it. So yeah. But back to this book. When we made it, we were really ecstatic with my dad. This is our first international competition. We were pumping ourselves up that we'll win and so on and so forth. But in the end, it didn't come to that. We didn't win any prize or award. But when I saw the other entries, I knew why. This book looks great when closed and when concentrating on certain elements, but it has a lot of flaws, structural flaws, and some decorative ones as well. So the judges were very strict and looked at every single detail of the book, and they saw all those flaws, I guess. The book doesn't open as properly as it should. It's a bit hard. I mean, the cover closes automatically, but and there was a bit of unevenness in the covers. As you can see, it does this little twist, and it's not supposed to do this, but I guess I miscalculated something, and this was the result. But it's not just this, it's many other things which there's probably no use in explaining, because it's mostly my problem. But it's still a beautiful book and I like it very much. I'm not sure whether I should put it out for sale or some kind of auction, or should I keep it for myself as a keepsake for this first competition. I'm still not sure. But if you have any thoughts or opinions on any of the topics that I discussed today, feel free to write in the comments. And I welcome you all to visit my reopened Etsy shop, which I'll send a link, and the sites are Society of Bookbinders and Designer Bookbinders, to look up these upcoming competitions that I mentioned in the beginning. So thank you very much again for watching and for supporting my channel and my work, and I'll see you next time, when I'll be probably decorating these 2 new red books that I showed you in the start of the video. So have a great week, and I'll see you next time.